We're going to open up the cabinet. We're going to put in, more seasoning salt, because you put seasoning salt and black pepper on your meat when you have poured off that grease. But in case you might need another little second dose, now's the time to kick in that second dose. You put in a little bit more seasoning salt, but this time, if the seasoning salt is not getting it up, and if it ain't kicking it up, you might need to use regular iodized salt, Morton's with the woman with the umbrella and all that. You might need to go ahead on and put a little bit of that up in there, shake a little bit of that, just a little bit now, because regular salt will get salty real quick, and you don't want the shit salty, okay? So you're going to shake a little Morton's up in there. You're going to taste it on deck. Now we're going back over here to the sketties. We done rinsed them off. They ready to go. But now we got to go through and get the Velveeta and get all our cheeses and stuff. So now we're going to get the Velveeta out. We're going to get the big loaf. We cooking for fat folks. We cooking for the fat motherfuckers like me. So I'm going to get the big Velveeta. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to cook the whole thing. Okay? Because I'm going to save some of that for later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut him in half. Okay? I'm going to cut him in half. The other half, I'm going to wrap it back up in a tinfoil that it came with. Might throw a little Ziploc on him. Put him back in the box, and boom, that's back in the fridge. So, but what we're going to work with, we're going to cut it like that, whereas you get the bigger squares, okay? Now, when you get those bigger squares, then you just going to boop, boop, like a cross, where it's going to make 4 pieces, okay? But you don't want it thin. You want them kind of thick. Because, see, it's going to be intertwined and intermixed all through all of that. And what you want to do is, as you tasting it, you want to have little surprises. You know what I'm saying? You want to chomp down and boom, that's all cheese. You want to chomp down and boom, that's all meat. You know what I'm saying? You want surprises to the people that's eating your food. You know what I'm saying? You want it to taste good, but you also want it to be all creamy and succulent and all that motherfucking shit. You know? So, now we got our Velveeta all cut up, our half a loaf. It's cut up, it's ready to go. It's on deck. Now what we getting ready to do, Auntie? Now we done rinsed off our sketties. Our 40 weight pot liquor is on deck and it's good to go. We done tasted that and it's all bomb. So now what we getting ready to do? We getting ready to put them two together. Okay? So now we're going to, either you're going to pour the sketties on into that mixture, or you're going to put the mixture onto the sketties. Whichever way, whichever works. However way. Okay? Now, you done got that together. You got the Velveeta to the side. Now, what you want to do is you want to pour a little bit. You want to layer it. Pour a little bit of the sketties, the sketties with the sauce all mixed together. So you want to pour a little bit of that. Put some Velveeta. Put some shredded sharp or shredded, Kroger's have that casserole packets. That's the one I really like. Because it has like 4 different cheeses in there. It's the Kroger brand, but it's called casserole. And I think this week they still 3 for $5. So what's that, $1.75? On deck for an 8-ounce bag. Boom. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour some. Because I don't want to put the cheese all the way at the bottom, because cheese will burn easily. So you want to put your sketty sauce, then put the cheese. You want to put your Velveeta and put a little bit of that casserole or Longhorn or Sharp or whatever you want to get down and provolone or whatever your get down is. If you ain't got shit but the faux Mexican cheese, put that shit in there. Put some of that in there. Now you want to put the rest of your sauce mixture on top of that. And what's going to happen, Auntie? We're going to put that on top of there. And then we're going to add another cheese layer on top of that. Okay? So we're going to add some more cheese. And then the next little twist to it, guess what we're going to do? We're going to put a little Parmesan. We're going to sprinkle a little Parmesan. And see, Parmesan even have that, it's Parmesan, Azazio, and some other cheese that's mixed up in the little can, in the little, the little bottle, the can, or whatever, the little plastic container, right? So then I done got my Velveeta on there. I done sprinkled some cheese on top of the other grated cheese on top of the Velveeta. Now I'm going to come through and I'm going to, twist a little bit of that Parmesan on top of there. Now what we going to do, Auntie? What we going to do? Okay, we're going to take some tin foil. We're going to spray that tin foil with whatever the get down is that you got at the house. Pam, I don't give a shit if it's from 99-cent store. As long as this shit say non-stick, you're going to spray a little bit of that on the tin foil to keep your cheese from sticking to the top of it. See, that's the key to that. I don't give a shit what kind of tin foil you got. It don't matter on that neither. But you want to spray a little bit of that on top of the tin foil. Then you want to put it over your dish, cover it up, put it in the oven, 15-20 tops. That's it. You don't want to put it in there to cook it. You want to put it in there so everything can blend together and all of the juices and everything come all together and the cheese is melted and all that good ass shit. You feel me? Then after that, like the last 2 or 3 minutes, take the tin foil off and then just go on and let it do what it's going to do for another about 5 or 6 minutes. After that, ding, 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 dinner bell. It's going to be niggas flying from the backyard, niggas coming from across the street, your man going to be coming from the back room, all that kind of shit. Kids going to quit playing Nintendo, all that ready to eat on Mama Sketty's. I promise you it's going to be off the chain. It's going to be on deck. Niggas will be reared back and all that unbuckling things and that nature. Yes, because it's going to be bombing. I promise you. I ain't going to lie to you. Auntie ain't lied to y'all yet. I ain't got no reason to. Y'all motherfuckers don't know me that good. So, it's like, I ain't got no reason to lie to you. I promise you, when you cook this right here, it's going to be in the rotation, baby. Once a week, mama, we going to have some scatties, mommy, scatties, all that. I promise you. On that note, family, happy cooking and good food and good loving, baby. Deuces, mommy, love you. Bye.